我问题 So the reason why I just kind of cut it off just then is because it was really laggy 太卡了 So we had to restart it on a different phone I don't know if it's a setting issue and I will maybe try to fix that Or it could be an internet issue So it's just not connecting well Okay 怎么学的语法 So how did I learn my grammar? Okay.If I be honest with you, it's not through any good strategy, it's not through any modern strategy, I would say it's a very traditional way of learning, which is my mom bought me a bunch of exercise books, and then I just did the questions on the exercise books. 对，我妈给我买了一堆练习册 exercise books, so I did all of that, and then I improved it. So that is how I started improving my grammar, is by doing lots of studying, like lots of just boring pages on a book, and it was boring but it was really effective. You know, the traditional way of learning is always quite effective. Even though I didn't like it, it was quite helpful, and that's how I learned my grammar. And other than that, it's by experience. So by making mistakes, you will learn grammar as well. So don't be afraid of mistakes, because when you write something and you make a mistake, a grammatical mistake, someone will point you out. Your teacher, your friends who know English, or anyone around you who actually understand will be able to point you out, and you can avoid that mistake next time. So these are the two ways I kind of learned grammar, and a lot of my English is built upon the fact I did a bunch of exercise books, and now a lot of my more advanced English is because of my teacher Nick. So just gonna welcome everyone who just came in. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. I also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. And everyone who were here just then, I am so sorry. I don't know why I just went offline for a second. And it's probably because the internet is not going very well. So we've changed the device. Yep, thank you so much. 加我粉丝团, that's really cute. Thank you. Okay. So, hey, how are you? Okay.I'm good. I've been quite good. I've been a bit tired because I stayed up really late last night studying for a mini test next week because I'm getting marked on that. So I'm quite nervous about it and I had to study for it for a really long time. Okay. Just gonna welcome everyone who came in again, and please let me know if I am laggy or if you can't hear me. 大家可以告诉我先能不能听清楚，然后呢我有没有卡。是的 So we had to finish it really quick just then because I was really laggy and it's quite sad. Okay. So just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year and also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. And the reason why I'm streaming here is that I want to provide everyone who wants to learn English with an immersive and realistic English environment where we can learn together. So please feel free to ask me any questions. I will try to answer as many as I can, as best as I can. Okay, 大家可以用中文或者英文问我问题，我都可以看得懂。And for those who can't understand what I am saying here, who can really follow what I'm saying, please remember you could always... Oh, sheesh, I just realized something. Okay, now can you hear me even better? Okay, so for those who can understand exactly what I am saying, please feel free to take notes and help those out who cannot understand me as good. And don't worry if you cannot understand me as well, because you might be just starting to learn or you might just struggle with listening. So what you can do is stay and listen for a bit longer, and I will try to sound as clear as possible. Okay. So, just gonna welcome everyone who came in again. Nice to meet you. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year and also just turned 18 last year. So this year, I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. And right now, I am still learning. So I'm still a student. I'm learning with my teacher, Nick. And here I am sharing some of my tips and experience about learning IELTS or learning English in general. So please feel free to ask me any questions. And guys, please remember to interact really nicely with each other. And for those who can't understand me perfectly, please feel free to take some notes for those who cannot understand and to help everyone out. Okay. 大家可以用中文和英文给我评论 OK 快3万粉了 Really I do need your support. So all of my followers right now, I really appreciate you all in supporting me. And I will start doing Connect once I get up to the 30,000 line. Yep. OK 我是准备到3万粉丝就开始做连麦，这样我们就可以这样子连麦学习，我可以更好帮助大家去学习英语 OK So is there any other questions? This is really funny, guys. I see some comments like, speak faster. Okay, the other ones are like, speak slower. Which one should I listen to? You know what? I will keep my normal speaking speed and I will try to make myself just sound as clear as possible. And the reason why I've been really playing with my hair is because I think my hairstyle is super ugly today. I will tell you exactly what happened is because yesterday, I wanted to not to paint my hair. I wanted to dye my hair. I wanted to color it a different color because it's like all yellow and it's like kind of brown and yellow. I thought I was kind of getting bored of the color, so I want to change it. And I already bought the hair dye. I'm gonna dye it like a silver white kind of color on the tips here, and I'm gonna do like a purple up the top. Okay. So that's what I was planning to do. However, yesterday, because I was studying for the test and then I realized I'm really behind, I didn't get enough time to color my hair and I didn't even leave myself time to take a shower. So that's the reason why I'm looking a little bit filthy and greasy today. So please bear with me. Okay. Sometimes we just look a bit casual and get tired of life and you're bored of getting dressed up and pretty. So I'm gonna dye my hair today instead because today, isn't it like, it's called 龙抬头, right? So I heard that apparently if you dye your hair or if you change your styles or if you clean your room on this day, it brings good luck. So I'm gonna do that. It's really interesting. Okay, just gonna welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year and also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. So right now I am still learning with my teacher Nick of how to approach the test, how to improve my writing, my vocabulary. So lots of things I'm doing. And I'm hoping that here by live streaming, I can provide you guys with an opportunity to get the right input so we can have an immersive and realistic English environment where you can get the right input and then it will allow you to do the right output more easily. I noticed a lot of our friends here tell me that it's really difficult. It's difficult for you to understand or it's difficult for you to speak. So sometimes it's because you're not exposed to enough information in order to do the right output. So here I am. I would like to help everyone improve together and please feel free to ask me any questions about learning English or anything else in general. Okay. So 考雅思需要什么材料？需要什么资料？ Oh, that's a really good question. Should I search it out for you real quick? I am not exactly sure. I think all you need is yourself and ID. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Because I haven't done IELTS before, I am really sorry. I'm not 100% sure on this because I haven't signed up yet and my manager is going to help me sign up. So once I get up to that process, I will update you on everything. However, right now, I think it's pretty much just bring yourself, your English language skills and just your ID, maybe a photo ID or a passport kind of thing. I think you need an ID for it, for sure. Some sort of ID. That's just a general rule of thumb, but I am not exactly sure about the details because I haven't done IELTS before. This is my first time doing IELTS as well. So I guess we're all in the same boat together, It's actually quite daunting to do the test. Even when I did the mock exam with my teacher Nick, he is a lovely man and he's super patient, but when he is in his IELTS examiner role doing the test for me as a mock exam, I was actually super nervous and I actually got quite scared, lots of butterflies in my stomach. Okay. Cool hair, thank you. Thank you for those who like my hair. I went back to China and dyed it. So during my holidays, I traveled first back to my hometown, Shanxi Taiyuan. And the first thing I did when I got off the airplane is got my hair dyed. I booked this place and I went there and then got my hair dyed with like the bleaches and then the highlights, which was really fun. That's one of my favorite things to do. I don't know about your hobby, but my hobby is to mess around with my style and my hair so I look different every now and then. I can understand Chinese. 大家我可以看得懂中文，所以大家可以用中文和英文问我问题。I can understand both Chinese and English because I am bilingual, so 2 languages. And the reason why I have really good English is because of lots and lots of practice. And of course, to start with, lots exercise book practicing. Okay, and let's see what else. What other stuff do we have? Oh my gosh, I see some really random comments. 可以发学习资料吗 ？OK， 大家可以先给我点点关注，然后呢可以私信我 ，and I will ask my manager about it. I think I can share some materials and maybe some practicing speaking questions. However, let me ask him about the details about what I should share. And I do have my followers group, so please remember to join the group. So I might distribute some resources. That's a really good idea, and I will start doing that. I've been literally the master of procrastination. I haven't done anything really other than just doing the live streaming part because I've been super busy recently. I know that's not a good reason. I will try to actually do more things on my account and make this more interesting and help you all study better. Okay, I promise you all. So please just bear with me. It's our midterm right now, so it's actually quite difficult to keep up with the track, keep on track with all the work, the courses. I did this applied class this morning. It's actually quite daunting. It's terrifying. Actually, I hate that class. I'm so sorry. I hate it so much. It was a philosophy class to start with, and now it's all about math and modeling functions. And then they give us this weird function. It's a log and log function with a log and ln function. Wait, a log and a ln function. I don't know. Okay, it's just quite confusing for me. I'm not a very math person. I don't prefer this subject. However, I never thought you need to do that again in biological sciences, which is kind of crazy. And we have to do Python coding as well. Every time I am here, I mention that. It's crazy how we have to literally type up code single letter by single letter. It's not about whether I want to learn it or not. And they're gonna examine it in an exam, like on a paper, not even on a computer. I'm like, what is the whole point of this, right? Okay. I'm sorry if you don't agree. I don't hate the subject itself. I just hate the way it's been delivered and the reason behind it is like there's no purpose. And when we ask the professor questions, he can't even tell us exactly what's going on because it's too complicated. And if you explain, it's going to be too much depth. Okay, so just going to welcome everyone who came back. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year and also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. And I'm really glad to see lots of you here, lots of old followers and lots of my new followers too. And please stay with me on my journey tonight. Everyone, if you want to learn English with me, please remember to give me a follow and a like. Thank you. 大家如果想跟我一起学习英语，请记得给我点点关注和小星星，谢谢。And you can also follow my teacher Nick. Let me see if I can get him to connect, and then guys, it's easier to follow that way. Okay. Yep, I'm going to invite my teacher, Nick. He's not actually online here. He's just going to have his account on the bottom right corner so everyone can follow my teacher, Nick, as well. Because he do the free mock exams here on live, speaking mock exams. So he will be able to help you find out what you're having trouble with. Just going to welcome everyone who came in. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year. Also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. And right now, yes, I am just going to talk about some casual things that happened in my life. I'll start by using really simple English language so it's easier and it's not so scary, so I don't scare you all away. Okay, how to greet strangers naturally? That is a really good question. So if you want to make friends, you can first start by asking them. It depends on the context, but let's use school as a context. For example, if I want to meet someone from my class, I will go up to them and say, hello, oh, nice to meet you. My name is Angela. I'll just say what my name is and what's your name. And I'll ask them, oh, how long have you been, not how long, sorry. Maybe I'll ask them something about the degree. So how to greet strangers naturally. I guess if they're a stranger, you only greet them when you want to meet them, right? So you can always go up to them and say hi and then say your name and then ask for their name. I think that's always the first thing to do is you exchange each other's names and then you remember what each other's names are. And then you can start talking about maybe your hobby, maybe travel, some more casual topics. Okay. So, can I please reply back? I am so sorry. I am trying to read all of the comments, so I will try to reply back as much as I can. Yes, I am trying to go through the chat one by one. Sorry, there's a few of them. Just gonna welcome everyone who came in again. Nice to meet you all. My name is Angela. I just graduated from high school last year and also just turned 18 last year. So this year I'm trying to get some 9s in IELTS while I do my university studies at the University of Queensland. So right now I am also still learning how to do IELTS and I'm trying to further improve my academic English. So here in my live stream, I would like to provide an immersive and realistic English environment where we can all study together. So for those who can understand me, I see someone saying you can understand me 80%. That is amazing. I love it. And please remember, you can help those who can't understand me out and take some notes for everyone. So if you can understand me, please feel free to get some notes. 上字幕. Yes, guys. So where is the script? Someone do the script, please. Okay. So we can all improve together and I can understand both English and Chinese. So please feel free to ask any questions you have. I will be able to reply them. And please bear with me because there are a lot of questions. I will try to go through as much as I can. 我英语厉害还是汉语厉害? So is my English better or is my Chinese better? I would say that my English academically is better. So to me, because I've finished my high school here using English, I've studied here and I've graduated here in Australia as an international student. That's the reason why my academic English is probably better than my academic Chinese. However, if you talk about using it on a daily basis, my Chinese is so much better because I can communicate things in my culture more clearly and I guess there are certain things in your culture that cannot be translated, right? So I would say I can use Chinese very well.